Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we are going to be talking about something that is pretty massive.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Big data. I mean, the name kind of gives it away.
It really does.
So we're going to try to break this down for everybody today and really look at how big data is impacting and driving innovation. And, when you send over all the research material for this, I have to say I was a little intimidated.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is a lot to take
Yeah,
in.
yeah. So big data. Just for anyone who maybe has never heard that term before, what are we talking about here?
So we're talking about these incredibly large and complex data sets that traditional data processing applications they can't handle it.
Right.
It's just too much.
So what can we do with all this data? Like what's the point?
Well, think of it like a gigantic puzzle, right?
Right.
Each piece of data, each data point is a tiny little piece of that puzzle. And when you can analyze it, when you can put those pieces together, you start to see these really incredible insights.
So you're saying that we can use this data to see things that we wouldn't be able to see otherwise, like these hidden patterns or connections.
Exactly.
That's pretty wild.
It is.
So how does that actually translate to innovation? Like,
Right.
how are people using this to create new things or improve existing ones?
Well, there are a ton of examples, but let's take personalized medicine, for instance.
Okay.
Researchers are now able to take these massive genetic data sets, combine them with people's lifestyles, their medical records, and they can analyze them to find these really subtle variations in how people respond to different medical treatments.
So what you're saying is they can use this to almost create like a custom medical plan.
Exactly. So we're kind of moving away from this one-size-fits-all approach to healthcare,
Wow.
and we're entering this world of customized medicine.
Just for you.
Yeah.
And that's just one example. I mean, we're seeing this in so many other fields too, right?
Oh, absolutely. Take urban planning, for example.
Okay.
Cities are now using real-time data from things like sensors, traffic cameras. Wow.
To optimize traffic flow, reduce congestion, make public transportation more efficient.
So they're basically using data to make cities run smoother.
Exactly.
It's incredible to think about how much data is being generated every single second.
It's mind-boggling.
I mean, from our phones, our computers, even our cars.
Pretty much everything is generating data these days.
And what's really fascinating to me is how big data is kind of breaking down these traditional barriers between different fields.
Oh, for sure.
We're seeing these really interesting collaborations. Like you have data scientists working with, astrophysicists,
Yeah,
people you wouldn't normally think of as working together.
absolutely. I mean, astrophysicists are using these really sophisticated algorithms to analyze massive amounts of data from telescopes.
Wow.
They're learning new things about the formation of galaxies and how the universe works.
That's incredible.
And even, art historians.
Yeah.
They're using machine learning to look at brushstrokes,
Ah,
pigments in paintings, to determine if they're real or fake.
exactly. To authenticate works of art.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah,
I mean, this is making me think about, like, all the possibilities for this in my own field.
I bet.
I mean, if we could harness the power of big data, I feel like we could really solve some amazing problems.
Oh, absolutely.
This is making me rethink how we approach things, like
Mhm.
research and development and,
It's really changing everything.
yeah, but it's not all sunshine and roses, right? There are ethical considerations with big data as well that we
Right.
need to be thinking about.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we have to be careful about privacy,
Of course.
bias in the data,
Right.
the potential for misuse.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a powerful tool.
It is.
Like any tool, I guess it can be used for good
Mm-hmm.
or for bad.
It depends how we use it.
So as we unlock its potential,
Mm-hmm.
we need to make sure that we're doing it responsibly
We do.
and ethically.
Absolutely.
Well, that's been a really, thought-provoking deep dive.
It has.
I think
Yeah.
I'm left with one big question.
What's that?
What's next? What new frontiers will big data open up? And I guess how will we shape its future to make sure it's used for good?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is something to think about for everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. Until next time.
See you then.